Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya. Creature features and all creatures and all creatures, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. 'Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
As most of you, our friends at home, are quite well aware, our humble abode, the historic Polter Mansion, is located on the outskirts of the lovely city of Bodega Bay, California. And as any fan of horror movies or Alfred Hitchcock would be well acquainted, this region was the bucolic setting for his infamous film, The Birds. Tonight, I am most proud and honored to announce that we will not present that particular cinematic masterpiece this evening. However, we will screen for your viewing pleasure another film which many consider to be the Australian variant of Hitchcock's brilliant work. Welcome to Creature Features. I am your host, Vincent. With me is my dutiful doer and director of all domestic duties in the domicile, the dynamic Mr. Livingston. And over to this side, weighing in at only 5.7 stone, yet exhibiting the strength of a fully grown bearded lumberjack, would be my delicate charge and periodic legal burden, the delightfully coy Tangela. And do we have a most phenomenal show in store just for you? First up, our guest for the evening
will not be here.
What?
When the driver pulled up in front of the manor, the guest took one look at the house and then told him to take her straight back into town.
I was under the impression we had established a policy of placing dark hoods over the heads of arriving guests to prevent this very scenario.
We did. However, this guest refused because she insisted that said hood would dishevel her coiffage.
Oh, bloody Nora. Now, Tangela, I have no desire for you to run into town and fetch her by dragging her in chains behind your motorbike. Enough about the bloody stray guest. I'm not even particularly fond of her films. Let's instead chat about our film, shall we? Because the feature du jour is Long Weekend from 1978. As alluded prior, this film falls into the when animals attack variety that was oh so common in the 1970s. Starring John Hargreaves and Briony Bayhats, this gorgeously filmed cinematic treat is a tasty departure from the typical gruel we traditionally foist upon our unfortunate viewers here on Creature Features. In a nutshell, a couple go camping to a remote beach, behave unkindly towards the wildlife, and find themselves on the receiving end of the wrath of Mother Nature. It's a delightful film that you will either not enjoy or completely adore, and I do hope it is the latter. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of animal vengeance fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned.
Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
Welcome to Creature Features. It's Saturday night.
Indeed.
And I don't have a guest. I have Tangela.
Very talkative.
No. She's a nice guest, except when the cameras roll. Hey, you know, when the cameras are not rolling, she's all chatty. And then as soon as the cameras roll, she stops talking. That does not make for a good guest. You know, I wonder if there was a system that we could use where if we taped tape over the lights, that she would not know the camera is on, and then she would I don't know. We'll talk about this
That
later.
could be a technique.
We have a wonderful show in store for you tonight. No guests. However, we've got a wonderful film. It's called Long Weekend, and it was filmed in 1977, yet came out in 1978, and it was made in Australia.
Australia.
You know, they speak English there, but it's a different kind of English.
It's a dialect, I guess.
No, I think they speak it better than the British.
Really?
No, I understand them better than most people, especially the Welsh. I understand Australians much better than I understand the Welsh. Have you ever been to Wales?
It's a different language.
I'll say. It's quite different. It's like going to Germany for me. In any case, fun movie is a wild animal movie, camping type thing. It's a little slow to start, but it's beautifully filmed. This was filmed with Panavision cameras.
Panavision.
Panavision. Now, these are the big ones. The Panavision.
They were film, weren't they?
Of course they will film.
Huh.
No. In 1978, they did not have digital cinema. In 1977, 1978. So, fun film. We're going to start that, and then we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff in lieu of guest, right? We've got Tangela. Tangela will likely blow something up,
That's always fun.
or cut something up, or she wanted to go get the guest that didn't show up and force her to come join us.
We won't say how.
You know, that would have been on the National Enquirer had that happened. So it's probably a good thing, because we do not want to be on the cover of the National Enquirer, do we?
We don't want to make the newspapers at all.
No, that would be bad news. All right, and we're gonna have fun here. We'll probably bring Andrew out. We'll do mail. We'll do all the normal stuff we do, and let's start the film, right?
If we must.
Yes, off we go. Long Weekend, 1978. See you on the other side of the break.
This brief moment of tranquility has been brought to you by Nightscape. Relax and sleep better every single night with this and other videos from our free YouTube channel. Learn more by visiting nightscape.co today.
You know, this automobile he's driving, I cannot quite figure out if that is a Land Rover or one of these Toyota things. Land Cruiser?
Land Cruiser.
Toyota Land Cruiser, is that what they're called? If you know, if you're a car person who can see the label or just knows cars, put it in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, or send us a note and let me know. I want to buy one of those cars. That looks
Why?
like that looks quite similar to what the Queen drives, or what she used to drive, sadly. Don't look at me like this. He says I have too many cars.
Yes, indeed.
No. Cars, in my theory, it's just like Tangela's goats. You cannot have too many. 3 minimum, no limit on the top.
You don't have to make sure the maintenance is done on all of them.
Well, you enjoy doing that.
I do, actually.
He likes pulling up at the Bentley dealership. They call him Mr. Livingston at the Bentley dealership.
Everyone does.
Sometimes at the other place they call you something else.
That depends.
Yes. All right. Anyways, this film. Fun facts about this film. It was all filmed on location. There was no sets. There was no studios. There was no nothing. It's all houses, real houses, real stores. But you know, this kangaroo they hit. You know, I think that was a prop that they used.
Let us hope so.
Yeah, that looked real. But you know,
You sure it wasn't a wallaby?
No, it's a kangaroo. Wallaby is tiny. The wallaby would have gone underneath. Would have been hit. Yeah, we have things like this all the time out here. There's people hit deer. The deer are just walking in the middle of the street.
Well, they were here first.
Well, of course they were here first. But they shouldn't stand in the road.
Well, the mother didn't train them very well.
That's right. That's right. Anyways, fun film. Let's get back to it. And we will, what are we going to do next? We're going to do mail, right?
I believe so.
We have a big pile of mail. I see it's over there. We gotta do the mail. So when we come back, we're gonna do some mail and hear from our friends at home, you. So we'll see you on the other side of the break. See you soon.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Micromat, making products that keep your Macintosh running at its best.
By the mail of the silvery. I keep telling you, you need to come up with a mail song.
I will work on it.
He is musically inclined. He did. They make them learn piano in Germany, or is it pipe organ?
Everything.
Accordion. He plays the accordion.
Oh, don't remind me.
Do you know the definition of a gentleman? The definition of a gentleman is a man who can play an accordion but does not.
Oh, good one, sir.
True words. Anyways, we're going to do some mail because you, good people at home, send us mail, and it is our obligation to read every single piece of mail that comes in, right?
Yes.
All right. What do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
Wendy and Ron Yelvington.
Wendy and Ron
Yelvington.
I like that name. All right. They go, "Hi, gang. Just wanted you to know my husband and I love your show. We watch you on YouTube. I must say we find you far more entertaining than Sven Gulli." Well, that's a compliment we don't get too often. We don't have rubber chickens, though. And she does have the coffin. She does pop out of a coffin every now and then, but
We have a few of those,
coffins?
unfortunately.
Well, you know where she gets them.
From the coffin store.
No, she does not get them from Coffins R Us. I can tell you that much. All right, we would like to see you play some of the older Hammer horror films if your budget allows. Thank you for the entertainment. Keep it up, Wendy and Ron. Okay, older Hammer horror films, you might see some of those start popping up on our Friday show. But on our Saturday show, probably not, right?
Not yet.
No, because that's a short-term license, and it's a business thing. Anyways, thanks for writing, Wendy and Ron. They don't say where they're from, but I'm sure it's a lovely town. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
It's a package from Carol Wade in North Vernon, Indiana.
I know Carol Wade. She's quite busy on our forums. She likes to write things. Yeah, she's a very nice lady. In North Vernon, Indiana. Oh, this is to Andrew. Should we save this for when he comes out? Let's read it, and then we will give it to him.
There we are.
All right, what do we got? Let's first give that to you to see what it is. It's a Hallmark card. And it says, "Here's hoping you're back on your feet again soon. Andrew, I feel bad for all the abuse you take from that wonderful little imp, Tangela. You should find some ways to get back at her. I have enclosed a first aid kit to help with your minor injuries. Just wondering who pays for all your emergency room visits." Guess who? "Take care and don't break a leg." Carol Wade. Well, thank you, Carol. That's quite kind of you. We will make sure that gets to Mr. Andrew. Will you put that back together and give that to him in short order? All right, next up, Mr. Livingston.
Steve S.
Steve Hess?
S. The letter
Steve
S.
S.
The letter S.
Maybe it's Snake? Come on. Tell me what you think. She's sitting here making faces at me. Come on, say what you think. No? All right. Subject, Christmas movie this year. It's a bit early to be chatting about Christmas, is it not?
Quite.
No, it's not. I love Christmas. We should go get our tree this weekend.
It's a bit soon.
All right. Vincent Tangella and Livingston. I highly suggest you show Beyond Tomorrow, 1940 RKO, for your Christmas show this year. It is a classic early war era Christmas ghost story movie that, in my opinion, fits well into the repartee of your show. Some of the very good early translucent overlay special effects are done in this production for the ghost characters. Keep up the good work. Livingston's beard rocks. It's a bit scruffy at the moment, but if you say so. And Tangella is great at polishing his scalp. You know, he's got that bald head balm now.
Yes, it's quite nice.
You
actually.
tried it?
I have.
All right. Anyway, can we get this movie, Tom?
We definitely can.
We definitely can get this movie. So we will show it in some respect, maybe not for Christmas.
In due
But
course.
No, I think Tom's got another movie in mind for Christmas. Yeah, he picks most of the movies, so yeah, I would just go along. All right, thanks for writing, Steve S. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
A package from Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Jody Franco.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Somebody's going to like this. Guess who? All right, I shall give you the box and I shall read the notes. This would be from Jody Franco in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Just say Wapak. Wapak, Ohio.
Wapak.
That sounds like a nice place. All right, greetings, Creature Features. I am a new fan. My man Ryan turned me onto your channel, and now I'm hooked. I love each of you, but I can truly relate to Tangella. Now, it's odd how that happens. The people who relate to Tangella, are they homicidal maniacs as well?
Bit crazy.
As a hobby, I make creepy rag dolls, and I see that Tangella loves dolls and stuffed animals. I haven't seen a doll in her likeness, so I am sending along my version of her. Look at that. Oh, I love it. That is incredible.
It's rather close.
No, it is. It looks quite soft as well. I hope she loves it as much as I love making it. I think you got a winner there, love. Keep up the great work. Your newest fan, Jody Franco, Wapak, Ohio. And she goes, P.S. Wapak is the hometown of the first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Ohio. There's been many astronauts from Ohio. I have to ask, what is it about your state that makes your best pilots want to leave the face of the Earth? It's a valid question.
It is a valid question.
I'm sure it's not because of wonderful people like Jody Franco, though. Anyways, we love you. We love your state. And Tangella loves that doll. Thank you again.
And we have one more from Monterrey, local.
Monterrey, nearby. You know what's in Monterrey?
No.
A river.
What river?
A Monte River. No, Rio means river, right?
Rio means river.
And Monte means mountain. Mountain River.
Mountain River. Mount
Right.
River.
Mount River. All right. Dear Creature Features Production Company. This should have gone upstairs. Right?
That's where it came from.
All right. No, I don't think so. It's Dear Creature Features Production Company. My name is Bethany Turner, and I'm writing to express my dismay at your recent Friday night broadcast of Dawn of the Dead. You know, I'm amazed people actually watch our Friday night show.
Interesting.
Well, you don't. You're at the pub.
I have the day off.
Well, of course, but people actually watch our show on Friday. And she caught the Dawn of the Dead. That was our premiere Friday show as well. My in-laws from Kansas City were in town and wanted to sample some local television. My husband, Rob, suggested we watch your show since we live not too far from Bodega Bay, and knowing that your show is filmed there, thought we would treat them to some local television. You cannot imagine our surprise when we were served with 2 hours of the most heinous blood and gore. And at one point, there was an actual exposed woman's breast. That was not intentional. We missed it. We would have. No, we tend to clip out the boobies, right?
I don't recall.
No, we missed that one. I attempted to end this viewing early, but my husband insisted we finish the broadcast. Oddly, his father, a devout Methodist, wished to see the program through as well. I hope you'll consider running less gruesome films in the future on your otherwise family-friendly program. Yours truly, Bethany Toda, Monterey, California. Well, I didn't know what to say, Bethany. I mean, we try to keep them somewhat clean, but there's some point that we have to leave something in, right?
It is horror, after all.
Well, it is horror, true, and the gore. We cannot just eliminate the gore, or else it would not be, hey, it's Dawn of the Bloody Dead. What are we going to do? It's zombies and killing zombies. You should have known by the title, Dawn of the Dead. It's going to be some gore. Anyway, so we'll try to run something nice for you next time, Bethany, and all regards to the in-laws. That it?
That's it.
That is it for mail. If you'd like to send email on your own, like Bethany did, but hopefully not a complaint, send it to this address you see right here. Or if you'd like to send a lovely homemade doll, like the one that Tangela just received, send it to the address you see right here. We'll be back soon after the break, but first let's get back to the long weekend.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Well, I will say one thing. This is a different film.
It is quite different.
No, it's
It's Australian, after all.
well, yes, is that, but it's all bickering. No, it's a married couple bickering the entire time. That is a horror film. Right there is a horror film. Two
Right.
people bickering for an entire long weekend. Right?
Right.
No, that's why I never got married. I witnessed scenarios like this far too many times to want to commit to a life
Well,
of
you
that.
were traveling too much anyway.
No, that as well. Anyway, welcome back to the show. If you have not gathered already, we are watching The Long Weekend, 1978. Wonderful Australian film. And one thing I will say about this film is the cinematography is gorgeous. She agrees.
Quite.
Speaking of which, the fake skull, is this a Halloween prop? It's nice to see her with toy skeletons as opposed to real ones that
It's
she's
a
pulled
nice
out of the
change,
ground.
actually.
No, this one does not smell in the least. No, typically this house reeks of things that you would not want passing through your nostrils because
Dead things.
I implied that well enough. You did not have to be specific, but she's been behaved lately. I think with Halloween, we had an incident last year, and there's some police involved. But we straightened it all up. So I think she's trying to avoid that this year with the phony ones. Right?
I would hope so.
Right. Well, that's good. No. Well, they took all the candy. It was all part of the evidence. They had to collect everything. So who knows? Anyways, good film. Let's get back to it. And when we come back, I think we should bring Andrew up, right?
If he's up for it.
No, I think he is. Anyways, back to Long Weekend, 1978. Don't go away, it gets better, and so do we, I think.
Hi, my name is Tristan. I really like your show very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Livingston, maybe I should get a haircut like Andrew.
That would be rather interesting.
Well, yeah, but he's got lighter hair. It won't work for me. Can you imagine black hair in that format?
You'd have to shave it every day, as I do.
It looks like Velcro.
It would be. No, I'm the fluffy side of Velcro, is what I am. So we cannot butt heads.
No.
Right. Welcome back to the show. We are watching The Long Weekend. You haven't seen much of this film yet, have you?
Not really.
No. So tell me, you like to go out in the water sometimes, out in the bay. Would you go swimming if there was like a shark-like creature out in the water?
No.
No. See? Well, you know, this man who drives either a Land Rover or a Toyota Land Cruiser, he's brave. He likes to go in the water when there's sharks.
It's a fine line between brave and stupid.
No. I think it's an Australian thing, right? What was the bloke who did the thing that died? Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin. He was brave. Australians are braver than the British. Maybe braver than Americans as well. Australians are braver than Andrew. Braver than me. Right? I don't know about him. You should see the things he eats. Then you'd think he's brave as well. Exotic foods.
Disgusting.
It is. So, Andrew, how are you?
Good.
Everything well?
Yeah.
Looks like you got a little sun.
I got a lot of sun.
Are you out patching up the goat pasture again?
Again.
You know, I think if she stuck with sheep and did not get the goats, you would have much less work to do.
I think she lets them out on purpose. Just
is that
I
why?
got something to do.
No, it's possible. Well, they eat everything inside the pasture, so maybe she's just trying to feed them. Anyways, did you hear you got a package?
No.
Mail for you. Tangela, bring his package, please. Thank you. Yes, no, actual viewer sent a package to you just for you. It's nice, look.
And somewhat appropriate.
Perfect timing.
Right, no, you can use those
That's
sometimes. Yeah. Was that Carol who sent that? Does it say Carol on the package? Carol, right? Carol Wade? Carol
Caraway.
Carol. Yes.
Giant,
Thank you.
like,
Supersized.
no, what is it, the thing, the ace bandages
bandages,
that he
yeah.
wraps around his head? Yeah, he looks like,
The mummy.
no, he does look like the mummy sometimes. But I was thinking more of the, the Eastern look, the hat. What's the hat that they wear?
Fez.
A fez? No, it's not a fez.
Turban.
A turban. No, he looks like he's wearing a turban half the time because he's got an ace bandage wrapped around his head.
All the bumps and swelling.
You might want to purchase a full-face motorcycle helmet for when she's near. Right? And then you just have to worry about your ribs
And the knees.
and knees. Right. Anyway, so what do you say? Shall we get back to this film?
I think it's time.
All right, let's get back to The Long Weekend, which is a bit of a long film, but I long for more long weekends. So off we go. See you soon.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories. Miss Tangella. Do you have the sugar bowl for Mr. Vandal's tea? Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We are watching The Long Weekend. And that possum, that was... You know, the possums here don't look like that. They have cute possums. We have these terrifying looking little things with teeth.
They only look terrifying.
Oh, I know, but they still, the ones over in Australia look nice. You know, if she sees you with that thing, she is going to kill you. That's
Oh,
a brand
dear.
new doll. I don't know if that was a good idea, Andrew.
That
Yeah.
was unwise.
You know, people write to us wondering why he receives so much abuse from her. You know, if you would not tease her and terrorize her all the time,
She whacked me with the package.
well, she gave it to you. That's her way of being like generous and giving. That's her giving side. That's what she does. Most of the time. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Tangella, he's gonna have to use up all those bandages now.
Shall I get the car?
Just check to make sure he has a pulse.
Yes.
Let's give him a minute. Maybe he'll come to. In any case, let's get back to the ending of The Long Weekend and possibly the ending of Andrew, right?
I hope not.
I told him not to. See you soon. And so ends The Long Weekend. I suppose that was quite a long weekend if you never get home.
It never ends.
No, that was... Yeah, you know what bothered me the most about this ending is not the fact that the two principal characters die. It's he left the bloody dog in the car.
That was rather sad.
No, why would he leave the dog in the car?
Especially in Australia on
Right.
some lonely road.
And it's hot.
Indeed.
It's hot in Australia. Look at Batgirl here. You know, I'm a bit cross with you. I understand you're a bit angry with Andrew for doing that, but you cannot put him in the hospital every time he grabs one of your dolls. She's trouble. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. I mean, if we're lucky, we'll marry her off someday, but right now...
I doubt that's going to happen.
I don't know. In any case, fun movie. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And what'd you think about the end? You liked it? She liked the fact that the animals got revenge upon those humans. Right. So that's it for that one. So what are you up for the rest of the weekend, Mr. Livingston?
Cleaning.
Why?
Well, it's cleaning time.
Well, you know, we have staff that
I
you apparently
supervise the
direct.
staff, yes.
Oh, so you won't be cleaning yourself. You're going to be supervising the cleaning.
which is a chore unto
All
itself.
right. No, whenever he tells me he's cleaning, this bothers me because it's like, I think he's micromanaging. It's like, oh, you don't clean good enough, let me do it. And then next thing I know, I've got a very highly paid maid doing the work that somebody else should be doing.
Well, we're looking for a new maid, actually.
Why? What happened to the old one?
We're not sure.
All right, we'll talk business later. Anyways, I think that's it. Andrew is off at the emergency care. He'll be fine, right?
He will be.
Right. And then this one will hopefully behave at some point in time. Maybe. We'll see. What do we got? Business next Friday. I think we've got a Friday show coming. So
Friday show coming up.
A Friday show. They have to catch the Friday show. Don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something fun. And then we'll have another Saturday show.
Yes.
And that again will be something fun. Who knows what?
Perhaps.
It's all a surprise for me. And I think he knows, but he just won't tell me because he knows I'll say something. I'm the type of person who will give you spoilers on a movie. So that's why he doesn't tell me. Because I'll tell you how the next week's movie ends. Right?
Which one?
Exactly. See? That's how he treats me here. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you, Mr. Livingston, for sitting in for the guest. Thank you, I think.
Against my better judgment.
No, this one. Well, you got a nice doll out of the deal, right? Right. All right. And me, I'm here all the time, so I hope you had as much fun as I did. We will see you next week. And thank you so much for watching our show tonight. And don't forget, we love you. So, Livingston.
Yes.
After watching this film, I'd really like to get one of those cars once I figure out what it is. What do you say we go out this weekend and go buy a used one?
What do you say we save the money for our insurance premium increase?